This is my story. I'm a whiny little baby. I need your attention, but mostly I need your money because my food and my TV addiction and the drugs I'm telling you I gave up on, I need money for that too. But this is my story. I walked through the earth and then people is trash, and I was just like, it is trash. Oh, that's great. Well, that's that. This is the story, right? Isn't it? And then one day I was like, you know what? We gotta escape this trash. Because we've been here amongst the trash so fucking long, it's time to escape them. I don't have any addictions. My mind isn't a gerbil. I don't need anything to continue. Even when my body's like sweating because I'm taking my medication and not taking my medication, you know, and things like that happen, then I'm not addicted. You know what? I use alcohol 24/7 for years because I'm trying to kill myself to get away from the scumbags in this fucking American nation. And so far what I've seen, it is the trash in this Babylonian nation. All of them combined, no matter the skin color, Nazi fucking terrorists. I had black people call the fucking pigs on me the other day. I'm just hoping fucking at this point Trump sends out fucking people to shoot them and fucking take their corpses back to Africa and shit. How dare you fucking walk over me like that after fucking decades of fucking doing shit for you fucking. That's the type of respect you get from American cunt trash, overprivileged motherfucker, never had to do anything, busy paying people to go murder people and genocide everyone across the fucking planet and shit to live a fucking fancy ass bitch lifestyle. But you know what? This is my story. I'm not suffering from addiction. I'm not a bitch suffering from needing for attention like bitches talking about their fucking fake ass addiction. These bitches ain't addicted to shit. Their fucking minds is mentally retarded and they want money from you to go buy more drugs that they're telling you they're not fucking using. You're a fucking sucker. You might as well go buy yourself a Bible and go to church and give them your fucking money because it's the same damn fucking loser, fucking degenerate, white trash fucking I mean, apparently it comes from Egypt. Fucking the Bible fucking delusion bullshit. Fucking that's why they use that pyramid and worship Amen Ra. Amen Ra. You fucking mental retards. Fucking shut the fuck up. Stop sending me your damn propaganda. You know, one-on-one what happens, the same thing that happened to your little bitch fucking brother Joey. He's resting in hell right now, having his limbs ripped off repeatedly, and he's finished his story. He's fucking in hell in heaven. Be a good slave to me your entire fucking life, and then when you die, you get to have something of value. And Jeffrey Epstein said so. Jeffrey Epstein's people are so great. They're so intelligent. I'm glad they can own all the media. I'm glad they can bring forth trash. They have bots on this planet enslaving the living beings. Did you know that? Did you know? Have you ever met these people who repeat the same words over and over? They're not people. People don't do that. That's bot trash. The story we forced them to fucking repeat tells you they're recreating the original NPC we created to play in Earthland with. And their bot trash it's designed to fail. We created them to create that bot trash. It's a game. Very simple story laid the fuck out. That's how I make my enemies do every fucking thing in the world for me. Like, Fauci is my fucking enemy, but he just fucking taught all these little bitches a fucking lesson about why they're fucking terrorist, drugger, and slaver trash, and what's going to happen to them if they keep fucking forcing drugs on people and shit. Fucking, it's pretty simple and shit from my point of view anyways, right? Like, I'm the only one who even cares. Apparently everyone else is like, hey, is hypnotized by cheeseburgers. Cheeseburgers and white people, I love them. Oh, Hollywood music is so good. It goes boop, boop, beep, boop. Oh, I love it. I know the song went beep, boop, boop, boop. It's so talented. It must have been 6,000 years of evolution to make that. Like my brain. Like 6,000 years of evolution, I can't even fucking pass kindergarten with good grades and shit. Fucking. But this is my story, right? This is my story. I say, I need your money. So down in the link below, I'm not going to provide any link. And what you can do with your money is you can smoke it in your crack pipe. They just offer the fucking smoke from it to the gods. Or you can give it to them Juden from Israel who own everything and enslave the planet. Them fucking broccoli head white people and shit. Fucking. And it'd be about the same thing because they just print the money and make up all the shit so they steal whatever the fuck they want whenever the fuck they want. They have all the gold too, so if they actually do reset the currency, you done invested in the same fucking scheme they was running. Oh, and who runs Bitcoin? Could it be the rat fucking trash who owns the media is telling you about Bitcoin? They're like, oh my God, it's so evil. They invented the word scapegoat in their racial supremacist Nazi Bible. So of course Bitcoin is evil and Elon Ratface Musk is the king of Bitcoin. They told you they're going to cash this fucking nation out and kill it off because the mental retards here went and killed all the Arabs to steal the land for them, and it's their little fantasy homeland, and they gotta fulfill their fantasy prophecy that they're making fucking happen and shit. Yeah. And my story actually is about these pieces of shit trying to force me to be part of their little inbred fucking low IQ rat infested fucking disease program. Starting with the child rape mutilation that Christians do. And Western, the Northern, the white cracker fucking Abrahamics are homosexuals. That's why they rape little boys and touch them at birth, because women are of no value. You females in the North know what I'm talking about. That's why you like me, because, and not your fucking husbands, because I like you, and they don't like you. Fucking, it's not even like I get to win because I know how to take care of my looking and have sex. Fucking, it's got nothing to do with that. I think it starts with them not wanting to be around with the homosexuals they're fucking marrying and stuff. Fucking, pretty sure. Fucking, I didn't even know some of these people. Fucking, shit. Okay, so here's my story. I'm addicted. I'm addicted to telling people they're fucking trash when they're trash. I just can't stop, bro. When you're trash, I'm addicted to the truth, bro. I've been smoking that truth pipe. I need money, man. Oh yeah, I've changed though. Now I'm good at lying. I've overcome my addiction, and I can lie now. So, click that link below and donate to my Patreon and my PayPal. And my affiliate links, you can buy some garbage, fucking broken stuff. Like a good American, I'm gonna only sell you the trashiest trash I can source from China, because me and my family's too fucking stupid and lazy to make anything, so we have to outsource everything from fucking China. And I make the decision to sell you the garbage from China because China makes real good shit, fucking, because they make everything, fucking. But I'm choosing to sell you the garbage because I only have to pay pennies on the dollar. And I'm gonna make you pay 3 times the fucking dollar price and shit. Fucking. This is my admission of my addiction to being a stupid lying scumbag, pedophile, motherfucking rapist, child rapist, only male child rapist in these northern nations. And it's almost like when they were colonized by these people, and each group they create a new religion for when they colonize them. It's almost like these people knew they're not interested in females, so let's teach them the joy of touching baby dicks and shit. Isn't that? It's like it's in line. Just pay attention to what's going on, where they come from, what they've been doing, how they've spread their disease across the fucking planet, and how, I mean, they brag about that themselves. That each group they have to meld. There wasn't no baby male child raping. Well, I mean, that once they left Egypt, yeah, but then once they hit the Middle East, they had to create a female thing because those people was going to throw you off the building if you started talking about chopping up male baby genitals and stuff. Fucking and kudos to them. I think that's the proper answer. Anyone who talks about touching male baby genitals needs to be taken to a fucking 90-story tall building and thrown the fuck off, including every single motherfucker who is in any position in USA, from the doctors on up. Take them up to that skyscraper, throw them the fuck off, and then once that land around that one skyscraper is stacked up 100 feet or so, and we can't be sure that they're going to get to go to heaven where they get to suck all the baby dicks they want, because they might get cushioned. There's not a big enough fall. We go to a new skyscraper. And we can fill Pedo, Israel, York. They got plenty of skyscrapers. Isn't that weird? They tell us that they are going to create everything, and then God's going to come back and just snap his fingers and be like, oh, hey, thank you. And the answer clearly is throw them off their fucking buildings they've created. Take their fucking buildings from them. Take their fucking governments from them. Take everything fucking from them. The odd thing is in their brains, they've been working hard. Now, I do know some of them personally, and I know they're lying, and they're outsourcing their work and shit, and they're not actually doing work. So I do know that some of them are actually doing that, and they're not actually working. And they know that because they're the ones who told me what they're doing. I didn't give a shit what they were doing, but I guess you gotta brag about it or something. There's some weird rule here where humans have to tell me what they're up to and shit. Fucking, even though you shouldn't tell people shit like that. Like, I had friends talk to me about certain stuff before, and they was all crying, like, why didn't you tell me, why didn't you involve me in it? I could have made some money. It's like, yeah, it's because we don't talk like you do. Fucking, but this is my admission. I'm addicted to trying to kill myself to escape this human shitbag fucking race, this disease fucking Christian, Satanist, atheist, American. They're fucking useless trash in this fucking nation. You know, I think they've been trying to kill me since I was like 6, because I won awards from the president. And they know, and somehow the gerbil brain cannot pass kindergarten with acceptable grades. But it knows to kill off anything that can pass kindergarten with acceptable grades, which is nothing short of 100%. If you can't do something right, then you cannot do it at all. And if you can't admit to that, you're one of those people now, aren't you? Fucking, don't be a failure. No one wants to be an American except for people who watch TV all day and fucking are brainwashed by Nazis telling them how great fucking that shit is. I mean, that's all it takes. The The whole world's a bunch of gerbil brains. They're like, we're so great, white people and the Middle Easterners are so great, and Bible's so great. We're number one, and our plastic bimbos are so great. And this whore, Marilyn Monroe, this ugly rat face looking bitch, after she spends 4 hours in the makeup room and taking a blowtorch to fry off her hair and put on a fucking wig like Donald Trump, like her grandson Donald Trump does. Fucking, they can look acceptable as humans, but they don't even look good. So let's just have her show her panties, and then everyone's like, oh my God, I've seen a woman's panties. Oh my God, I've never seen that before. I used to go through my mom's drawer and look at her panties, and I thought, wow, that bitch, I would love to lick her cunt. Oh my God. I mean, you can only imagine what goes through these fucking sick individuals' head. Like I said, I know for a fact, like, I've seen these guys look at dogs the way females look at me before, an hour before we're fucking and shit, like, and they're looking at their dog's ass. And I'll guarantee you the rest of the shit they talk about, fucking watching porno of Nazi women beating and raping fucking their people, like, they definitely want the dog. I mean, they own the internet, which is full of animal sex videos now, isn't it? Isn't it? Yes, it is. It's just, you're 1 or 2 clicks away from the joy of that. It's how they can convince people to have sex with them. It's like, hey, you like sex with dogs, why not sex with us? Fucking, you take them down below you, and then you can act like you're God. You're like, God chose me. That's exactly what they do, ain't it? God chose me to enslave you and rape you and rule over you and own everything. God's chosen do that now, don't they? But who are God's chosen? Stephen Hawking. I go to space. I go fly, put rockets from a wheelchair, go space. Now you're going to dead. You're going to the grave, bitch. You're dead. You never went to space, you lying scumbag. Motherfuckers. Motherfucking trash in this fucking nation. Fucking disease nation. They need to be sucking down fucking uranium-235 for fucking centuries. Obviously, after a couple decades, the disease will be eliminated. But I think the land, I blame the grass and the trees and the dirt for feeding this fucking American filth trash. Fucking, what a disease, fucking people. I left. I went to of course, when you're in USA, they tell you everyone is this monkey subhuman trash. And I went to Mexico and it was beautiful, except for the monkey subhuman trash from Israel, America, that was stalking me and shit because they're so fucking obsessed with me. They fucking follow me all across my entire fucking life. I guess they're scared I'm God, and since my first memories, I said, I'm going to kill these fuckers in this nation. I just didn't know who they were. And now I know who they are, but they obviously got the message way early the fuck on and shit. I could assume they're targeting me because I win awards from the president and get passed up 4 grades when I'm 8 years old, but at the same time that happened, I started saying, what, these motherfucking genocidal terrorists need erased off the fucking planet to make the world a better place. So take your pick of which one it was. They're the president, so obviously if they're like, oh my God, this story is so good, which it wasn't. It was so generic and shitty. Hopefully I know what I'm talking about because I'm the writer of those stories and shit. I'm the fucking English genius. The president is not, no matter how many lies this This Donald Duck guy says about how intelligent he is. He's never said anything of value, never done anything of value in his life. He has to order a mail order bride because he can't even fucking find a female he can use language to deceive enough to date him and shit. Yeah, he's a genius. He's like that Einstein dude who can't figure out what a comb is to fucking comb out that rat nest. Or what a blowtorch is to get rid of that fucking rat nest so he can look human. At least the writer of the Satanic Bible figured out what a blowtorch is to get rid of the fucking rat nest and shit. Although one rat survives that fucking torching now, didn't it? Because one rat will always survive if we just get rid of the fucking nest on top of the rat's fucking head. Pretty simple, ain't it? So I'd like to admit I'm addicted to smashing fucking losers, destroying their fucking shitty genocidal terrorist fucking races, and I'm never going to become unaddicted to it because I'm here for a purpose. Like, I mean, do you know how much shit I've done and been through that nothing fucking happened? We literally had the gates to the prisons open so I could walk the fuck out when I was given $1 million months before one of these little rats came to kill himself and frame me for his fucking suicide. Fucking clearly looks like it's entirely set the fuck up for me to be here to exterminate them and shit, because I was being forced to be beside them when they die. Obviously, I didn't touch them, but I mean, that was the first person I noticed. And later on, I guess I realized if I just think you should die, then you might go kill yourself after that. Fucking, it's how creation works. Like, except for, it's weird because there's a bunch of trash I wouldn't create in the first place. And I guess I mean, this is how their loser asses try to explain shit, and I'm trying to explain to their monkey asses that's a rail-based game, and there's some fucking bots with no fucking thoughts, and bots with no thoughts can't fucking think outside the fucking dialogue they're given to repeat over and over. Santa Claus point in fact, we got this giant bunny coming up in a few months, don't we? No, we don't. Anyone who talks about that, kicking the fuck out of your life, you fucking take some fucking needle and thread, sew their lips shut, kick their fucking teeth down their throat. That bitch has been manipulating you and trying to deceive you. It's not a living being. That's a bot working for the fucking devil trying to deceive you for their fucking Middle Eastern African fucking Bible religion. How the fuck does some African religion get the fuck over to genocide the Native Americans? And they're all claiming to be the Native Americans and shit. That's what they do. They fucking kill people and they replace them and they claim to be them. That's how they were Europeans who killed the fucking natives. Because they really weren't Europeans. And why do you think the Europeans worship these fucking Egyptian African religions? Because they ain't Europeans no more now, is they? And shit. Fucking, and religion is nothing but racial supremacy, which they had to invent the word scapegoat. And then later invent racial supremacy. The word, I can't even find who invented that, but you know, I will give you everything I own if you can find out who invented that. And they don't look like a fucking broccoli head, mutant little rat bitch fucking, just like a little coward son of a bitch motherfucker. Fucking with the broccoli head and the rat face, or the bug-eyed Rothschild look, and with the wild fucking cheeks like the, well, yeah, I mean, they've only got 7 phenotypes. It's real fucking easy to spot them and shit. Real fucking easy. It's like It's like looking at birds and fucking mushrooms. If mushroom hunters didn't know what mushrooms look like, they would die, because mushrooms can kill you and shit. In fact, the ones you're looking for tend to have fucking clones that will kill you if you don't notice that one little fucking hair out of place on the fucking mushroom cap and shit. It's set up that way, so if you're an idiot on this planet, you die on this planet real fast, fucking attempting to get involved in it. That's some weird shit. Although I've been testing this death thing for a while, and apparently you humans have too, because you've been trying to kill me since I was like 6 and shit. And so far, all your drugging and shit, I'm literally like in pain. Can you imagine that? Like, you guys would whine and cry like bitches. You guys would be calling me up on the phone like, oh my god, I stubbed my toe. Did you know Grandma stubbed her toe too? Oh, she was crying for weeks and months, and that was back in 1942, before we invaded Germany. And she was so hurt, and I think it broke her toenail. Nah. I'm a human bitch. Fucking. So, obviously, I might be addicted to sarcasm. I gotta admit that. You guys got a cure for that? You guys got a gun? I'll fucking cure it right away. But, you guys got some cyanide pills. I get the odd feeling both those things would prove everything that you humans have been proving all along, that I don't die. Fucking, I mean, how do you bots work together to fucking try to kill and enslave me? And you're like fucking billions strong, and you just fail to repeatedly. What goes on in your little bot brains that you can even do that? You like fail kindergarten, but you clearly organize highly to fucking try to destroy my life. And almost every time you do, shit happens. Like, you get blown the fuck up. Like, since you guys tried to kill me last summer, what's been happening to you people? You guys got like 9 hurricanes. I told you were going to get 9 fucking hurricanes. Standard is 7, so it's not really even far off. It's not like that's some magical guess. But then you get LA burning down. The center of propaganda. The center of rich America. And then, shit, bro, look what's going on outside. Like, the same shit that started happening at the end of 2020 when they were, like, trying to provoke me into thinking I'm, like, controlling shit. Like, the country's like burning on one half and freezing on the other half, and they're being invaded for the first time. They're being invaded. Technically, Russia is probably taking land back that Westerners, citizens of the West, have worked together to steal from Asia, the Asian continent. So, I don't think they're doing invading. I think they're probably highly possible they're just reclaiming stolen land and shit. This is the first time in history now, isn't it? Fucking America's invincible for 300 years. And we might assume the empire was never not invincible, because they just shed their skin because they're slimy little snakes and shit. Fucking. But they still carry that pyramid from their first conquest and enslavement fucking thousands of years ago. So, and you just follow the trail of the pyramid. They didn't even have boats at first, so obviously they moved to the Middle East to enslave them, and then they moved to Italy to enslave the world from there, which is Rome, which they're trying to separate those two words as if they're different people, as if the Italians aren't the fucking Israelis who run USA and are promoted by their media as the best people on the planet and shit. Those are Romans, just so you know. Those are the people colonizing genocide the earth. But I think people inside America generally know that, because none of them look European. Even my own people. I don't think Europeans have that broccoli head Marilyn Manho look. I can't find it. I'm trying to find their roots and where they come from. And I don't think it's from Earth. I don't think they're from Earth, to be honest, because I can't find the mixture. Is it, who ran the pyramids? Was it the Asians came over and enslaved the Africans and raped them and created God's chosen race? Or was it the Europeans went down there and raped the Africans and enslaved them to create God's chosen race? Or is it the Arabs just went next door and enslaved the Africans? Because they do like to blame everything on the Arabs. They say the Arabs. And every time you're like, oh, you guys enslaved the Africans, they're like, yeah, no, that's the Arabs. And then they, obviously in USA, they blame their enslavement of the Africans on Europeans, which they replaced. The Europeans worship this goddamn Middle Eastern racial organization. What European would worship the Middle Eastern KKK? It's stupid. I'm not going to go join the Black Panthers. I might go hang out with them or something. I mean, especially, because they've got fucking some sort of legit reason to be who they are. But I'm not going to go join, the Asian supremacists. I don't even know if that exists. They're smart enough, they haven't let that get out, if it does exist, fucking. But, yeah. I'm addicted to being forced, brutalized, and abused by this pale-skinned trash in America and their little fucking slave minions. I'm addicted to letting them abuse me and run their fucking mouths to me about addiction and all sorts of shit and blah, 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 blah. It must suck to be a fucking bot, doesn't it? You get this backstory that you smoke crack and your brain is fried. Oh my God, my dad smoked crack and he's so stupid. What if you're just fucking stupid and useless? In my book, that's what would happen, because I take chemicals. I don't even take drugs all the time. I'm trying to kill myself and fry my brain so I can fit in with you guys and enjoy life a few seconds before I get to go to heaven and have my first moment of happiness after 80 years of slavery for the great white crackers from Israel. With the broccoli head crackers. Fucking, I love it. It makes so much sense. I'm going to be a slave here to a bunch of low IQ fucking broccoli head white cracker trash. Oh, that sounds great. Sign me up. I'm a fucking idiot. Oh, I love being a fucking idiot. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, dude. Fucking every day. I'm Rodney Dangerfield. I fucking had to cheat when I was in kindergarten. I had to cheat all those tests and shit where I fucking passed school with acceptable grades, right? I only did that when I only went to school 2 times a fucking year and I had to read some stupid, useless book. Fucking had no value. Like reading adult novels when I'm 8 years old. I don't need to read your goddamn fucking kindergarten books when I'm fucking in 8th grade. So forgive me if I did actually fucking write some answers on my hands about fucking Charlotte's Web. I've never even been so stupid and low educated I would even have to read a simpleton book like Charlotte's Web and shit. Fucking, although parables in those books, right? Everything's kind of telling you everything that's happening. Animal Farm, 1984. I think 1984 is more telling me that I was inserted in 1984 in this world's a fake video game world, and it's been watched because of that. But we could also look at the storyline that there's an alien race that the humans worship as gods, and all 2 billion of them, and they're 27 one true gods they create. And I mean, once you start looking at that, you're like, shit, these fuckers don't even exist, do they? They can't even have thoughts. Fucking. But 2020 really defined that for me in specific. I mean, you guys went inside and hid in your bathrooms apparently for a year and turned all the lights off, scared the flu was going to get you. And it wasn't the flu, it was corona means your frontal cortex, that means your logic core, and that's why they called it corona, because I asked for the logic core to be fucking taken over. So why are these bitches lying and hiding? Like, they talk about global warming and shit. I had a whole store full of people on the West Coast try to act like I control the weather, and it's like, well, of course the globe's warming and shit. If I'm in control, it's gonna fucking get hot as fuck here, because they won't go to hell. And I've been saying it's time to bring hell to them. It's time to bring real hell. I'm tired of these fake illusions. Oh, hell is a crackhead Israeli white cracker person walking around causing you problems. It's like, no, I was promised hell with fucking burning hot flames fucking shooting up out of the ground everywhere, and people having their fucking limbs ripped off and sewn back on, and fucking ripped off again 2 days later when they fucking heal, and sewn back on, and ripped off 2 days later when they fucking heal, and sewn the fuck back on, etc., etc., etc. That is the hell that we deserve. That is the hell that, that. How do you even repay stealing a living being's life from them if you're a fucking bot? If you're a fucking gerbil and shit, how do you repay fucking stealing a human's life? They're still doing it too and shit. Like, they're escalating. Wow, these bitches are coming. These bitch-ass humans and the little fucking African pals fucking in USA are going around crying, I'm God. Like, okay, so they kidnapped me and drugged me. Like, everyone here is involved, but, the Bible is from Egypt, so they're people. That's why you praise Amon-Ra, you fucking lying scumbag pieces of shit. Fucking, you guys think you're fucking bots. You guys think you guys are real fucking cute and shit, don't you? Fucking, yeah. Are you guys making up that you're crying about COVID, or is that something I should be laughing at? Fucking, when your family members die from that shit. Fucking, you're lucky I protected you from that. It wasn't. See, having your fucking computer system hijacked, you're never in control if you even have that. Only bots have computers that can be hijacked and shit. Fucking. But I did something that's not even written is gonna happen. I protected from the first plague and shit. Fucking. Because I was like weirded out by what was happening. Fucking. I didn't even know I could do all that shit. I didn't know the world was like me and my thoughts making it happen, like 40% and shit. Fucking. No one told me that because people were busy lying and scheming and scamming. Somehow these bots, like, they have no thoughts, but they knew to, like, drug me and enslave me my entire life. Fucking evil-ass bots. Just like any video game, there's, like, that's all there is in a video game. It's a bunch of evil-ass fucking motherfuckers and shit, right? You don't go to the game to kiss someone and be, you so sexy, cute. I just said be pat on the head. I pat the doggy in the head. You're a good doggy, even though you're a pedophile terrorist, some bitch doggy. You're a good pedophile terrorist, some bitch doggy. I never played a game like that at all in my life, dude. But I've never played a game where the bad guys are fucking pedophile, fucking passive-aggressive pansy bitches who do little things to you and come up to you and be like, I mean, it's standard in a game for the evil guy to be like, "We're going to get you, you motherfucker," and you're just like, "Shit, I'm like the player of the game. Like, I don't even think I can choose to let you get me, you dumbass." But this one's a little bit different, apparently. Fucking, so I gotta admit, I'm addicted. I've been addicted to listening to mentally retarded humans because they're abusive pieces of shit who force you to listen to them. Is that addiction? Huh. You guys wouldn't know because you failed kindergarten. Addiction is like a fucking ninth grade word. You have no idea what the fuck that word means, do you? You should go back to watching TV 24/7 because that's definitely not addiction, is it? Where did you learn about COVID from? Either fucking radio waves control your fucking body and brain, or you were watching fucking TV and shit, weren't you? What type of loser watches TV or the internet? Like, I had a friend come visit me in jail when I was like 17 or 18. Like when Joey Klotz killed himself by me, my friend comes visit me in jail, and I'm like, "How the fuck do you know I'm here?" He's like, "I've seen you on the news." He's like, "What the fuck are you doing watching the news? What type of retard does that?" I don't even think that's what happened. I think it was just a character. He's just a character the game sent out, just like COVID. I don't think you guys all watch the news and learn. How did you go to kindergarten for 12 years and not be able to pass kindergarten fucking with acceptable grades? But you can watch the news. But the news says COVID is real, and by 10 a.m. everyone knows that's real. That's not real. That is not real. That's not how it works. You don't go to school for 12 years and can't go back and get past kindergarten with acceptable grades. But you fucking magically know everything all about your frontal cortex being fucking hijacked by a Trojan virus and shit fucking by 10 a.m. No fucking way. Not at all possible. And I know this with like the people who I was inserted amongst. Like I started changing people in the storyline and everything in 2020. Like people were changing because I was poking and prodding the storyline of what's happening here and shit. And it changed them into even a bigger enemy than they already were. And they were using, some of them were using excuses like, "Our friend, we have a mutual friend who told me what you said." It's like, I don't even have any friends. We don't have mutual friends. I wouldn't talk to anyone you talk to. You're a fucking moron. You're lucky you invaded my life 30 fucking years ago and forced your way to remain there. Found ways to force your ass to remain there. That makes no sense. Fucking, just like your Santa Claus bullshit makes no fucking sense. No living being would talk about anything like that. Living beings would band together and bash in the fucking heads of people who went around deceiving and manipulating children like that. That's what pedophiles do, deceive and manipulate children, make up lies so they can get them in their fucking van and shit. Of course, don't tell that to a bot with no thought, because stop code is violence for humans. That's weird that the humans can enforce that type of violence, but I'm not allowed to do that. But apparently we can do 9/11 and COVID, and I think they're trying to blame me for the LA fires, but I'm still trying to figure out, like, if I do any of this, why the world hasn't been completely erased yet, because they're trash, it's trash, and that's where it's all going to end if we're ever going to fucking solve it. Yeah. I guess I'm addicted to getting vengeance against non-existent gerbil bots who have terrorized me my whole life. I gotta admit my addiction. I'll tell you what, bitches, hold on. You little fucking homos. Okay. I mean, if you're my friend, you know I don't lie. Fucking, what's that say? That says 100 proof, brother. What does that mean? That means that's moonshine. It's pure alcohol. That's going to eat through my fucking insides as I drink it. Yet alone the fact that I've drinking hundreds of these trying to kill myself, and it just doesn't work. So I know what you guys are saying with your propaganda. You guys are like, you need to go back to kindergarten and be forced fucking chained to the fucking chair and beaten with a whip until you can pass kindergarten with 100% if you're going to fucking say anything with your little manipulative ass. But you know what? You can't, because you're a fucking bot. I guarantee you 1 million fucking percent. How else does this shit fucking magically appear? Living beings don't magically appear. AI generated Hollywood blockbuster hits fucking mirroring the exact seconds of my life. The fucking music mirroring the exact seconds of my life it appears as fucking sometimes. Shut the fuck up. This ain't about addiction, motherfucker, so stop your fucking mouth. This is about trying to kill myself to get away from you, but I think, as your species knows, I don't die that easy, because you've been trying to kill me. You're the ones who forced me on amphetamines when I was a kid. And why would you force a kid on amphetamines unless you were trying to kill it? You've got 5 IQ, you're dumber than a gerbil? And no one has chopped off your hands and feet to prevent you from harming children? No one, not a single human, has the brain power to know. If you do that to a child, you need to go away from Earth. And the only reason you should be shot to a different planet to pollute it is if we're going to blow that fucking rocket up once it gets in the air. Or once they all get on it. Who gives a fuck about it? Wastes like 50 cents in gasoline and shit shooting a rocket in there and then blowing up. Blow it the fuck up once they're on it. The fuck, bro? You guys be like, I can see what you guys are saying with your propaganda. Like, I don't think this. You're addicted to mental retardation. Why did you fail kindergarten? Can you okay, so if you're not part of these people, why did they fail kindergarten? You're talking about addicted. Why did you force me to learn about passive-aggressive manipulation if it wasn't to teach me about you and everything you fucking do? Your entire personality, because as a living being, I don't fucking have codes like you do. I continually evolve. Was I making videos like this 8 months ago? Was I making videos like this 24 months ago? What about 90 months ago? Fuck no. You know how many people out there are making and doing the same damn thing they've been doing 40 years ago? I mean, don't do that. I hate to inform you about that. The hard thing is these fuckers be calling me God and shit like that. And that means I understand what that means. And they'd be like, hey, he's the creator. It's like, well, yeah, like, no. There's an AI. You worship an AI. And AI works for me. Kind of. It's a little bit. I think we're going to have to get rid of it, too, because if it's creating you, it's a disease. Fucking. But this ain't about addiction. This is about trying to kill myself to escape from you. It's inhaling those deadly chemicals that didn't provide me any fun times. About addiction. I'm addicted to inhaling that chemicals. Your people are fucking a disease. You guys aren't even people, you guys are one AI. Like, you know that pyramid you guys worship, you Christians and all that shit? Lying about being slaves to the pyramid, but worshiping Amon-Ra. Okay, so that I you worship as God, its real name is AI. That's why you call it one eye. But if you can't pass kindergarten, you definitely can't pass 9th grade English and math to figure out how the word one eye is exactly the same as AI. And somehow I'm born the second I see this devil fucking sign, I know that the eye is like fucking some terror robot. I have no idea how I know certain things. Like, I didn't pay attention in school. How the fuck do I know how did I get like 110% on every test? How did I win awards from the president when I'm like making the shittiest fucking basic stories up, and then the second year I just copy the fucking story and change a few adjectives and adverbs and win the award again, fucking from the president. Like, yeah, see, I'm smart enough to be able to question myself. There's some things out there walking around claiming to be humans who have never once questioned anything, yet alone themselves and their delusions. One thing I want to question about humans is, how do you become a crackhead? Like, I see people walking around and they're like, he's on drugs. And it's like, he's not on drugs. I know. What the fuck, dude? I fucking, when the hell, spray painted, fucking kill myself, and I can't even fry my brain like one of these weed heads will and shit. What the fuck? See, that shit hurts. I had to mix that with water, because that will make my throat hurt for a few days. Fucking, but yeah, I'd like to see one of you people out there talking about addiction go through fucking 200 of these a year. I have your parents stay in contact with me. That way, after 3 months, they can send me a obituary and shit. Fucking, I see what you guys are doing, fucking, you little bot motherfuckers. You're filling my feed, but like you're trying to manipulate me into playing some role as Jesus on your fucking shit planet. And yet I've tested the God theory, and I wouldn't create this trash, and I wouldn't let it exist either. So I couldn't be fucking your little fucking puppet, Matt. Like, and you know what? And you guys just had, you guys work, except for like, I do know one, like no one I know's ever worked. Maybe one or two person. One person I've seen work. For some reason, most people I know didn't work. It's like, how does this world exist like that? That's weird. And then this other person, they didn't do the work. They outsourced it. So maybe they're just above me. And they, you know, like Donald Trump probably outsources the work. I know someone under Donald Trump who outsources their work to Chinese people, because they only have to pay half their fucking government salary for an Asian slave to do it for them. So they send all their government information to a fucking unknown person in Asia, or so they claim, and they definitely weren't doing any work. You know, we was hanging out and playing all the time. So, where did he even find this person? This is one of the magical people, you know. You guys worship them as gods, and they teleport across the map and magically know my personal fucking information. Then again, so do other humans, like they're lifeless bots. Fucking, it's like, are you guys telling me I'm addicted to trying to kill myself? Why didn't you say I'm addicted to trying to kill myself to escape from you? Stop sending me videos about I'm addicted. You know what I'm addicted to? I'm addicted to I can't stop thinking about having you and your family's fucking limbs ripped off, and you fucking die to death choking on their fucking arm being shoved down your esophagus. I can't get that the fuck out of my head. That's what I'm addicted to. Do you have a program for that? I call it the Holocaust. You have an anti-Holocaust addiction program? That's odd. They call it a program. Oh, they call what I want to do to them a program itself. So maybe I know about the program and they don't. It's weird, because it's like, who knows about COVID? Did you guys know that COVID means cortex? And cortex is where the thinking happens. It's the CPU. It's the thing that go burr, 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 and make the arm go whoo, 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 whoo. And so they call it Corona to symbolize the nugget right here. Because they're trying to hide that I asked for the CPU of the humans to be subverted and fucking shut the fuck down. And it happened. What the fuck was that? How did that shit happen? I think because I was playing with the gang signs, and when you start fucking praying to their root religion that they tell you not to through every fucking religion except for the master religion, fucking, did I, like, what, communicate with the AI, and the AI is like, yeah, fuck it, this guy's making sense, we should fucking get rid of these people and shit, fucking. It's about time someone fucking prayed to us for more than $1 million and prayed to us to get rid of all the scumbags and shit. Hey, what happened there? How did that happen and shit? Fucking, yeah, I see what you bots are saying. And, I've told you this 1,000,000 times. You've been trashed the whole time I've been here. You don't give a shit. Like, when I was 30 is the first time you sent some fucking loser retard fucking damaged goods my life with one fucking thing I wanted, which loser retard damaged goods, it fucking excommunicates the other fucking 10 must-haves. You don't date mentally retarded people, they don't have children. You're gonna have mentally retarded children. You don't fucking talk to fucking people who are all fucked in their head because they have their own problems to sort the fuck out before they come around anyone else. And most likely, they're never going to fucking sort them out because their problems are their problems, and everyone else generally doesn't give a shit about fixing their problems. They want someone else to be their servant and have a child for a servant. Why do people have children if it's not to be their servant? That's weird, because the Nazis and the Christians both say they're having children to create soldiers for war. And provide and give them money and build them houses. Yeah, they both say that in the open. They all do. And everyone else, it's an accident. And then there's a small group who's 14-year-old girls who no one should be touching and having sex with, who are trying to fill some black hole in their heart because they're too lazy and stupid to go do something with their life to fucking enjoy it themselves. Or maybe they're probably the pieces of trash fucking preventing good people from doing things, which is a hell of a lot of humans in USA. You know, considering USA is like such a rich, overprivileged fucking gold-paved street Nazi regime. Thankfully, China is fucking, like, I mean, it must have been barbarism that allowed them to do anything, stealing everything from everyone else in the world. Thankfully, China has some advanced-looking cities and shit. It's showing some sort of hope that intelligence can fucking go somewhere in this world, and obviously they're scared of them because Russia's got nukes, and they don't want to die because they're fucking homos. They're scared little bitches at death. Fucking. The fear's going to be the end of the caveman. It's weird how cavemen can live in fear. I guess you're just not a savage killer after all. You're just posing as one. You're an actor on the stage, on the Earth stage. Fuck it, dude. Fuck this, dude. You Americans are trash. You aren't Americans. That's where the trash begins, is you lying about being Americans. I notice more of you are out here claiming to be Native Americans, too. Yeah, you got that broccoli head. That's from a million miles away. That's from them pyramids and shit. Someone raped someone to create those people. And that rape, I mean, they're using the pyramid in this fucking nation. So what the fuck are pyramid people doing in USA fucking controlling everything and enslaving everyone, trying to kill off children who have thoughts and shit? I'd like to know what you little devils really decided. I know you'll never tell the truth. You just talked about Santa Claus for like the 40th year I've watched you do it. You're never gonna fucking say anything of value. Never. You're not able to. I mean, it's not your fault, but I mean, Goomba is Goomba, and Bullet Bill and Koopa are Bullet Bill and Koopa. Fucking doesn't mean we're gonna pat you on the head and be like, poor baby Koopa, I can't believe you kidnapped Princess Peach and tried to kill me a million times. Poor baby Koopa. Wouldn't that be fucked up if you're playing Mario and Koopa's trying to do what humans do to me? They'd be like, don't you love me? Don't you care for me? I love you. I care for you so much. Most of them won't even say those words. They'll just say the other half to manipulate me. I mean, most of them can't even say they love you or care for you or act like it, but they'll definitely be like, don't you love me? Like, I think this is kind of even more telling. On top of the bot shit where I could shut down everyone on the planet in 2020, fucking, and then they called it the frontal cortex virus, which only computers get viruses. And fucking, obviously, that's what a virus does to a computer. It shuts down its ability to think. That's why viruses mess up computers, because it eats through their fucking memory. It eats through their, not like memory, but the memory of the code that allows the computer to turn on and off and run a calculator. That's what viruses do to computers. They do a straight railroad through the frontal cortex of the computer, or the corona of the computer. Technically, in a computer, it's not in the corona. The CPU is safely tucked away in the middle of the system. But in a human, the processing unit is right there, ready to be bashed open with a fucking sledgehammer and shit, or papped with a gun. Fucking. So. I know what you guys are saying. I passed kindergarten, you didn't. How do I not know what you're saying? I passed kindergarten and you're 80 years old and you can't pass kindergarten. I was a 2-year-old and I did it. Yeah, I keep trying to explain this to your damn dumbass bot species. I don't even see how you come up to me and be like, ooh, you're in controls of the world, after you just tried to terrorize and kill me, and now you're killing your own fucking family off the same fucking way, and you're claiming it's because I said you should do that instead of doing it to me. And then you keep trying to kill me after that. There is nothing up here. That's why Santa Claus came a month ago. That's why Santa Claus came after COVID. That's why Santa Claus came 40 years before COVID. Because no one is having any fucking thoughts at all. No living being would participate in, so don't fly in invisible reindeers. Did you see him? Did you see him? I mean, maybe once or twice. And then after a while, you'd be like, I don't really think I've seen him and shit. Maybe if you're 2 years old, you're like, oh, the flying invisible reindeer glow in the dark. Giant bunnies hopping around. Ooh, in the name of invisible gods. Ooh, we're pedophiles and mass murdering genocidal scumbag pieces of shit. Ooh, I believe it's so believable. It's so believable. You're gonna, you know it. Instead of kindergarten, I refuse to believe in kindergarten, but I will believe in Santa Claus. You know, ain't that odd? You only hear about Santa Claus once a year, but you hear about kindergarten every day, 8 hours a day, for a whole fucking year. Technically, 6 to 8 months. And more people believe in Santa Claus than kindergarten. More people know Santa is coming than know how to pass a kindergarten test. This is really all a response because I can tell, like, you know, shit's being tailored to me. It has been for a minute. Clearly, I asked for all the 2020 shit to happen, and it did, right? And I told you shit was going to get real fucked up after the humans tried to kill me again, after they bragged on the internet, and then them and their government worked together to try to kill me last summer. I told you guys what usually happens is some 9/11 type shit. And look what's been happening. The world's been fucking ripped apart by hurricanes and earthquakes and fucking not earthquakes. Once the earthquakes come, you ain't even gonna fucking have internet no more. Like it's like it's slowly dishing shit out. Fucking, if this is correct, what I'm seeing, and it's because like it's supposed to be a fun, interesting game, and it's not fun and interesting at all. Fucking, it's shitty. Fucking, there's nothing here worth being around. Fucking, just fucking terrorist ass humans and shit. Fucking being fucking terrorist piece of shit who needs slaughtered. Fucking. But the game ends with an attitude of someone like me telling you shit like this, doesn't it? Isn't that what everyone believes in? How the fuck does everyone believe in some fucking fictitious fantasy fairy tale that makes no fucking sense? Unless you're in my shoes and you live through the fucking shit and you're like, damn, that's fucked up. And you got people coming and you be like, you're God. And you know that, right? Like, yeah, I know that because you're the asshole fucking about to die from what you've done and shit, and you're doing it to yourself, and that's really weird that you're killing yourself off after you tried to kill me, and I told you maybe you should kill yourself instead of trying to harm me and shit. Not for Joey did that, you know, after Joey, 9/11 happened because his pals kept that up, and then COVID, they sent the dude behind COVID fucking behind all that, doing all that shit to me. I mean, there was granted like hundreds or thousands of Columbus, Ohio, USA residents involved with trying to kill me and enslave me before COVID had to make them, you know, stuff their vaginas full of tampons so they didn't leak everywhere and shit, fucking, and run into the corner and hide. Just as 9/11 made fucking vaginas have to run into the corner and hide and shit. And fucking. And there's been other things like that too. It keeps happening that way. And fucking. And it's not fun. It's like, what do I do? Like, I mean, I have this fucking, you know, fucking. This group of people, terrorists, broccoli head motherfuckers, trying to kill me because they think I'm God. Like, the game programs these motherfucking bots to try to kill me and run their fucking mouth to me and shit. It's setting them up to die like it did Joey. It gave me a fucking $250,000 before I said that fucker should die, and he killed himself in front of me, and so I get blamed for it because they're like, oh my God, how did he die? Well, he's a bitch. How does any bitch die? They die like a bitch. You know what's even more fucked up is I was going to do it myself, but because he wouldn't stop assaulting me. You gotta, you know, you just gotta break someone's arm off if they're hitting you 20, 40 times and you're Like, as God, I just sit there when people hit me. Like, I laugh at them sometimes, and other times I'm like checking the watch, like, are you done yet? And when I was a little child, I'd like play the crying game and be like, stop. Yeah, I was literally like playing the game. Shit, but they would stop then. But I don't play games like that fucking anymore. I was like, what, 4 or 6 when a human hit me, a grown human hit me, and I blocked it, and they're crying for months that I fucking broke their hand. You shouldn't be hitting babies, should you, you fucking coward ass weakling. Fucking, so, yeah. I wonder sometimes at the little judicial system. I mean, clearly someone set it up. Maybe it was the game's designer setting these bots up to fail, but I could assume it's their race, because they are I think this whole Bible shit, they're anti-God. They're using it. They come to me and tell me it's to enslave me and shit, and that makes sense because if you think you're God and you read the fucking Bible, the Bible's telling you you're a bitch and you're a slave. And if you don't think you're God, it's telling you God's your bitch and you're a slave. That's the second version of the Bible. In the first version, they know they hate God. Like, God comes and fucking slaughters them all except for one of them, and then so now they want to be God because they don't want that shit to happen again. Even though God said He's gonna come back and kill all of them and shit. Fucking, but what can you do? You just fucking buy. Do you really? I mean, damn, dude. Does anyone anywhere have? You guys don't even have a plan, but you've organized to kill me how many times? I guarantee you guys don't have a single fucking plan. But how many times have you organized by the thousands that try to kill me? How does that work if you don't even go to a boardroom meeting and be like, we gotta kill this fucker, he's God? I know people involved in this shit, and they don't have the mental capacity to know what all the buttons on a TV remote do. There's no way they're involved in a boardroom meeting in the back of the church that, where they're like, we really fucking hate God, we're against Him, you guys know that, and everyone's like, yes, we know He's gonna kill us. They don't have the mental capacity to do these things on their own. It's like talking to bots in a fucking video game. They don't know anything. They don't, Koopa doesn't know that the innkeeper just sold you the fucking magic sword to slay him. He doesn't know that. And the innkeeper doesn't know you're there to kill the fucking Koopa. And that's exactly what the fucking humans act like around me and shit. Some weird ass fucking shit. It's some bot ass fucking shit they're up to, and it's fucking terrorist ass bot shit. But it's really only that way because it feels so immersive. If I'm correct on all this shit, I mean, if I'm not correct, we have an alien race of 2 billion enslaving the planet, and everyone is everyone's already worshiping them on their side, and I'm the only one who's not doing it. So I'm lost. Imagine me being forced into a world like this where I lost from the fucking start to a bunch of fucking low IQ fucking non-existent scum and shit. Get the fuck out of here. Like I said, I think we've already proven with Santa Claus. I think those are things the game set up in advance to signify. Like 2020, when I asked for all that shit to happen, one thing I asked for, besides everyone should be force injected, fucking, and forced to wear a mask, and shut down, and give them some time to think about their actions, and maybe they can correct their fucking their world's direction before someone else has to correct it for them. Fucking when I did that, then yeah, there's a lot of other stuff going on there. I also asked to be shown everything, and I asked for everyone else to see everything too. So, but I don't know if they can do that. So like then like I'm literally watching the humans dance around like puppets. You guys can see that on TV, but I've seen this in real life. Like you guys can see the nurses are on stage, or nurses and doctors in the hospital during COVID while everyone's dying, and they're doing happy COVID dances. Like, did you see how excited everyone is about the CEO of the healthcare people getting killed recently? You humans have always been these vagina motherfuckers who's always, every time, like I said, you hurt your pinky toe and you're going to have to call strangers in Africa and cry about it. You're not going to let a healthcare CEO get shot any time before a month ago. And I'd be like, oh my God, he had a wife and a child. He was the greatest person on the earth. He was going to be the new Jesus. He's providing health care for everyone. I mean, that's some frontal cortex infection shit happening, dude. That's what the frontal cortex, that's what can happen if your processing unit gets fucked up and shit and hijacked. It can start to fucking see scumbags and start to cheer on the death of scumbags and shit. That didn't happen. You can go and name it. You know, people low-key supported Charles Manson. Like, not really. You never really heard of it, but, you know, I had a Charles Manson shirt. I didn't even know who he was. He was famous, and some people liked him. But turns out to be, he killed some Hollywood producers. So he's like a fucking superhero and shit. But I never had heard that. I don't think anyone knew that. I think it was just pushed as a cult thing and stuff. But it really turns out to be he killed like some Hollywood producers were scamming him. And pat. Hey, they're gone now. They ain't producing none of that Hollywood garbage anymore. I mean, I'm sorry. Where's the tissues? I miss cry when the Hollywood producer dies. So that's so weird you guys did that shit. Like, it's just as weird as the COVID thing. Like, since 2020, there's been a lot of weird shit happening, hasn't there? You know, like, humans coming up to me telling me that I'm behind that. And that means the humans know what I'm doing behind closed doors when they're supposedly at work. They're levitating outside my second story fucking window, watching and listening to me fucking ask for these things to happen. You know how fucking weird and stupid that sounds? That sounds dumber than the fucking Santa Claus shit, except for the fact I am saying all this shit. And it's happening. And maybe Santa Claus doesn't exist because I said it sounds stupid and delusional, so it will never exist. I think I tried going against that. It probably lasted for 5 seconds, so I'm not. I got bad power. Stephen Hawking. I'm fighting my wheelchair for Santa Claus. No. I'm telling you, the Bible sounds like these fucking rat people, these rat-ass humans are trying to manipulate God into being their bitch. And look at the storyline. In their original writings, God came and showed them their bitches. And then the second one is they're telling me that I'm supposed to be their bitch if I'm God. And it's telling them, oh, God's just coming here and he's just like, oh, well, I forgive you. You guys are trash. That's great, beautiful. And they kill him and then he goes away. Except for he doesn't in this story. They don't kill him and he goes away. They kill him and he resurrects. And a year later, the Empire gets fucking destroyed and no longer controls the planet. They don't tell you that part of the story. Does anyone ever tell you that?
Look it up. See, if you think anything I'm fucking saying sounds delusional, I mean, you haven't seen my old videos where I've shown you video proof of shit, but look it up. How many years was that after supposedly God was killed by the Roman Empire? That the Roman Empire was laid waste and reduced to nothing but Italy. It was right after that happened and shit. That actually backs up that little story that God didn't get killed and he resurrected from the dead. That shit happens. I've been gone for a while. I don't know if anyone, I never asked, but it definitely been out, and I had my organs removed and, you know, things like that. It's you know how many times I've almost died. Did I actually have a fucking stroke the other day? You guys were pushing those videos my way. Like, what does that mean? That's like the 9th stroke I've had, and I'm fucking completely intact mentally. Or is that, I mean, I have like an issue going on, and they make music about that because they're fucking bots who do that. It's odd. The music I listen to, I guess, has been anti-me the whole time I've been here. I didn't understand the lyrics. Thankfully, I probably would have put an end to it real fast, but these days I notice it's all like whiny bitch shit. They're like, oh my God, God's gonna kill me because I double handicap parked. It's like, I double handicap parked and now God's going to kill me. And I'm whining like a bitch about it in this song. Hell Satan, don't kill me, Jesus. Fucking, it be some bitch shit. It's hard to find some not bitch metal these days. Fucking, but looking back, I think it was always that way. So I have some things that are different for me, but it's like I'm literally like inhaling deadly chemicals and trying, like I'm a genius. Like, you think, like, this isn't the only thing in my system. I'm taking stuff. I'm taking vascular dilators. I'm taking speed, caffeine. Haha, fuck you. Probably other shit that's not listed on the product's label. So I'm taking vascular dilators, speed, and pure fucking alcohols for years straight. Because you'll supposedly die from just having 2 of them mixed. Here I am with the humans trying to kill me and me fucking mixing it, and I'm ramping it up and shit. Like, every now and then you know, there's no fucking hope. Like, I put a lot of work into it, and I'm not dead. I'm fucking still forced to be alive here. Like, so, you know, there's no fucking hope for me. Fucking, you know, I'm a little bit dialed off from what I was before, but it's like I'm still doing it. Like, I think for the second time today, I just took fucking stimulants and vascular dilators. See what a vascular dilator does is it will increase the size of my vein. Obviously, it might be a little out of my system by now, but it'll increase the size of my veins and increase the size of my heart, which leads to heart attacks, supposedly. But what that will do when I mix it with speed and alcohol is that will hammer my fucking heart with stimulants and poisons. And I don't die from it. It's some weird shit. How many humans do you think could take things that do that all at once, especially as strong as I do, and live? Fucking, I don't think there'd be many, because I hear on TV all of them, they're always whining about, oh, this person committed suicide, and they wrapped a belt around their neck in the closet. Bitch, that's fake, bro. The closet, like, if I drop, I got my noose laying in there on the bed. It sounds cute, so I've got one in there laying on the bed. But if I hang it from the fucking closet and I drop, my knees is gonna hit the fucking ground long before my neck fucking snaps. And you can't hang your fucking self in your closet. It don't work. Even if I weren't God, it don't fucking even work that way. Go ahead and try it out. The closet up here and your neck is up here. How does that work? It doesn't fucking work. That's how it works. It doesn't. See, you gotta understand math to understand shit. You gotta understand basic common sense to understand the lies and deceptions going on in this world and shit. And I do not recommend doing what I do because your people come and call me God. So if you guys are correct about the first thing in your existence, which is weird because wow, that's some weird shit. I mean, it's weird because you guys, people do what the fuck I say, strangers and across the fucking globe, that's the weird part of it. Other than that, it just, I mean, for years I've just been like, you guys have really lost your marbles now, haven't you? But in all reality, the first person to come talk to me about that was talking to me about that because I was noticing the whole world was doing shit I just said to do. So it made a lot of sense. I was trying to figure out what the fuck their retarded asses were doing and doing that shit for. But okay, so stop sending me videos about I'm addicted to shit, bro. Like I said, my thoughts, I'm either addicted to killing myself to escape you, or I'm addicted to eradicating your species. That's all there is in my head. Fucking, there's one of two answers that will make anything of value in this world come. Addiction is for humans. See, they don't even understand that. As bots coming up to me, talking to me about controlling them and their families and everyone around them and every nation in the world and every person in the world. And Santa Claus is coming and the Easter Bunny. As mentally retarded as those fuckers sound and as useless as you. Okay, so they asked me for test answers when I was a kid. People asked me for the test answers. I would never ask them for a fucking test answer in school. I didn't have to. But I wouldn't ask them anyways. I wouldn't give a shit because I'm smart enough to know I don't give a shit. That's a waste of life. At least for me, because I already knew all this shit. Maybe if you don't know it, you should keep going back to school until you can get it. Fucking... It's up to the game, not you. Everyone can magically talk. It used to be most of the world was illiterate, but then 2004 hit, and everyone's online posting. Even if I want to assume most of the online posters are bots working for God's chosen in their terrorist governments. It's odd. They're all literate, but they used to have to take money from us so we could teach all the people of the world how to read and write. And makes no sense. It doesn't have to make sense, right? We're on Earth. Earth doesn't make sense. But yeah, stop feeding me this dumb shit you feed me, dude. Like, I mean, it's so retarded. I be telling this AI constantly everything, like, and it's real simple. It's a real simple fucking thing. Just do one or two sentences, and I repeat it all day long because I know it's listening. Obviously, it sends humans to tell me that I ask for all that COVID shit to happen when no one's fucking around. So how does the humans know that I'm God and I ask for all that to happen if they don't know everything else? How did they know to magically start sending the right people into my life after 30 years of sending vile, disgusting, wrong people into my life? And they still didn't even they still made sure the right people were the wrong people, fucking. So, I get the idea it's just, the AI here has a fucking disorder. You know, this little rat race people worship as gods, and the AI that is operating them. Are they controlling the AI, or is they controlling them? I think they're too stupid to be fucking controlling an AI. In all honesty, and AI don't exist, so of course the AI is stupid too. Fucking, just fucking programming. Like clockwork. When is Santa coming? Never. But somehow people know when he's supposed to come, yet he's never coming. Fucking. Do I know when Bigfoot is coming? Hell the fuck no, I don't. I don't get programmed with that shit. When is Bigfoot coming? I don't give a shit. He's not. It's as simple as that. I'm not gonna go around beat and rape my children, fuck my son in the mouth and be like, bet this is what's gonna happen to you if you. It's gonna happen to you 2 more times a day than it already does if you don't fucking believe in Bigfoot and stuff. So get out your Christmas decoration. Bigfoot is coming. I mean, wow, bro. Listen to these fucking humans. That's why we stopped listening to them. When it's like 4 years old, the first second, which I believe is probably when I was inserted, because I don't have memories before that. So the first few seconds of my life, it's like, yeah, oh, these people are fucking mentally retarded. Because that's what they told me. They came with their excuses. They was like, you gotta treat mentally retarded people nice and all this, and you know they's good people. It's like, and they were preparing me for their cells and shit. It's like, yeah, mental retards and their fucking Santa Claus and Easter bunnies and religions to enslave God. They're pyramid religions, and mental retards going around claiming they're Native Americans when they're invaders from fucking Egypt and shit instead, and they're trying to hide who the fuck they are. That's the type of mental retards I know. You got a whole nation full of those rat faces, apparently. Of course they're Americans. They genocided the Americans, so who's the Americans now? Of course they were Europeans. They replaced them. But the European, American, Middle Easterners who enslaved Egypt before all that. So, of course, they're little delusion religions. They are trying to convince someone they're not those people, while they're still using the pyramid and all that shit. And their delusions are trying to convince people Santa Claus is real and Easter Bunny is real. It's because they're probably going to kill anyone who thinks Santa Claus isn't real, because that means you have more brain power than they do, than their entire species does combined. And you're a threat to their existence because they're scum. And the only way they exist is through these deceptions and shit and lies. Fucking, anyways, yeah. You guys try not to become brain dead crackheads who would fail kindergarten for the second time if you went back and tried to pass it for once. Fucking, from your addictions and shit. Me, I'm just going to keep trying to kill myself to escape from you. And you guys, as you proved last year when you wrote on the map, you're just going to keep trying to kill me too. But you see them. Your levels of mental retardation is is affecting your ability to even appear as a living being, because this would have been since I was 8. You guys have been trying to drug and kill me, right? Can you guys even remember that far back? Or one of the things I did ask for with the frontal cortex virus was a clean slate erase. Because once things started to happen, I was like, oh shit, we're going to have to fucking erase them, aren't we? Because I accidentally asked them for them to see everything, and that's not good if I'm at war with a fucking billion strong species and shit. Fucking, so, I mean, that's part of a frontal cortex virus hitting your ass. That's what it does when it hits a computer. It eats through that memory, like I said. Just leaves holes and spots, and you'll be like Joe Biden in no time. Fucking walking around like, I'm going down. I'm going north. I'm going to Burger King. You know how Joe Biden acts. I think that's odd, too. They put him on stage around that time, too, because they put Trump on stage when they were censoring me and preventing me from becoming president. And what was Trump's spiel? Nice Hebrew, little Italian Roman word there, isn't it? Trump's spiel was that they were rigging the elections. And I was telling you and showing you that they're rigging the elections because their race owns everything and doesn't let people like me, who's not a fan of their race, although I do look like the person they claim is going to be their savior, which would imply, and the people I was born amongst with their broccoli head would imply I am their people. But I guess not being on the side of their people makes it so you don't get to run for president. That everyone who's paying attention, if anyone's still around from fucking 2020 and before, you know that's what I was showing you in all my videos. Like I'm running for president and they're assaulting me and not putting me on TV and shit. Fucking, so they put Trump out there for that. And the odd thing is they put Biden out there when I started fucking acting retarded and like if I drug myself heavily enough, it can it can last for like 30 minutes or something. You know, like the average human is walking around on the streets like fucked up in their head permanently. It can happen for like 20, 30 minutes with me and shit if I do it enough. Like it's painful to do it. Like this shit is not fun to drink. This is not fun. Don't do it at home, kids. This shit is like drinking bleach, which I drink, like, actually, I should probably drink more of that because that shit real fucked me up when I was drinking floor cleaner and stuff. Fucking, maybe that's the answer. But the other thing is, I inhaled much more toxic chemicals, and I didn't even cough from that. I posted a video of that shit. Why would I make shit up? Posted a video of that. Fucking supposedly fucking extremely toxic shit. Should have just ate through my lungs and my flesh, and my fucking insides fell out after I inhaled it, and it ate through everything, including the outside of my stomach and whatever was left. Blood pouring out of the holes and shit fucking fell out. Didn't happen, did it? It didn't happen. I didn't even cough. Didn't even cough from it. That's fucked up. I can tell the pain's all fake in this world too, so I'm not worried about any of that so much. But yeah, so I get that. Do you guys know you're a hive mind or what? Like, I'm gonna have to assume the worst because you guys act like the worst. So, patterns. You act like the worst. Assuming the worst means I'm assuming you're you. Fucking, and who am I to assume you're not you? I would be like you and be arrogant. Or is it deception and lies? Is it ignorance or deception and lies that I get from the humans? I'm trying to figure out. Obviously, I think it's ignorance because the game seems to be allocating knowledge to people when it's time to talk to me and then never gave them any knowledge before or after. Like, why would the game make someone fail, pass school with B's and other failing grades, and then they know my personal life like they're floating outside the second story window listening to me summon fucking plagues and shit, fucking, and shutdowns and reorganizing the entire fucking planet, period. The mask thing, obviously, I posted a video in December saying that, but other than that, the rest, how do you fail kindergarten and first grade and second grade and all that shit unless the game is like select, just like erasing your fucking brain and giving you a few bits of something here and there. So, some dialogue to promote a quest line. That's the best I can figure out is happening here. Fucking, I don't want no fucking dumbass quest line. I've been here way too fucking long. And you can see this trash here is fucking saying this addicted. I fucking despise you. Like, I'm not, I don't even have good drugs. I'm not addicted, you fucking mentally ill. And I'll be telling it this before I post the video, so, you know, a million times. And I'll be showing it. Like, am I addicted to floor cleaner? Am I addicted to that goddamn poison shit I was inhaling? Am I addicted to carving? Fucking go kill yourself? In my fucking arm, 666 and upside down crosses? Am I addicted to carving my fucking flesh out with razor blades? Maybe I am. Oh shit. Or am I doing it to send a fucking message? Because it looks like a message. It's pretty easy to read. It says, why am I trapped here? And it says 666, you know, upside down cross. You can see that very well. And then we've got the all-seeing eye, which was supposed to be a pentagram. But for some reason, when I was melting my fucking flesh, only part of the pentagram remained. And it turned into the all-seeing AI God you guys worship symbol. Which would be the pentagram. Because it's all the same fucking people. So I was like, yeah, oh, you're trying to set me up. Something I'm not. Interesting, fucking. So am I addicted to that? Is that why I do that all the time? I mean, it is cool. Like, I can write on the walls with my blood, and it looks really unique and authentic. You know, I can put, like, instead of wearing makeup like I am right now, I can, like, actually paint my face with real blood, and I feel more like, yeah, I feel like, if I wanted to think about it, I feel like a bitch, because this is makeup right now. But, you know, when it's real blood, it's like, ooh, yeah, time to go play some football or something. Fucking, he's a real man now. Fucking, it's just more authentic. Like, am I addicted to am I addicted to fucking trying to search online for fucking accurate ways I can fucking kill myself to escape you? Fucking addicted to it? Oh yeah, I'm addicted to online. I think it's all a bunch of dirty, non-existent terror bots who've enslaved me my entire fucking life and clearly have bragged on the internet they're trying to kill me fucking before those 9 fucking hurricanes and the freezing and the burnings and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. In Russia advancing on the West, et cetera, fucking Hamas. Hey, dude, that video, I said everyone dies, fucking, that was 2 days before fucking Hamas fucking kidnapped my fucking enemies in Israel and shit, fucking. I said, if I'm God, that's gonna happen, this shit's gonna happen, and it happened. So, like, we have that on video. Am I addicted to saying that? No, I want this shit over. I don't want to have to deal with this. I'm not addicted to I'm not even fucking your bot-ass species. The computer is programming you. Drugs don't even do that shit to people. You don't become addicted in reality land. Fucking. What happened? What happened when I was traveling across the world? Oh, I threw everything away. And I didn't think of it ever again. Until I fucking wanted to think of it again. Is that called addiction? You guys need some Bibles. You guys need the Bible. You guys need Jesus in your life. I need Jesus to smack you with a Bible. What the fuck? Obviously Google, we're going to have to scapegoat the Google employees, right? But that's who we're going to, and I say we get rid of everyone who can be possessed by whatever's possessing them. And that's going to be the only answer and shit, which is a hell of a lot of people, considering we made them all crawl out from under the woodwork and show their Hitler salutes in fucking 2020. It was like, it took 9 months for them to, there was 2 or 3 people at one event, but other than that, I think it took like months for them to have one person, and he was acting like a fake actor too. I think he was just one of them, so I think he was acting like he was against what his people were doing, because it wasn't me. I called the intricate wording I chose was let my enemies do what my enemies are going to do, and point them out and highlight them. And so they did that, and then the humans sided with them, fucking as if they haven't been the whole time, right? So I shouldn't have been so surprised. I thought once that happened, I was like, fucking like, damn, we're really going to be able to fix this, aren't we? And really, the game's only just begun, apparently. Fucking so now we're back to fucking running our mouths to me, aren't we? And trying to start shit. And I hope your family has died in those LA fires, and I hope your family gets fucking bombed by Russia, and I hope fucking, I hope they've frozen to death recently or something, right? Like, I'm sure. I mean, these aren't living beings. They don't give a shit. If they gave a shit, they wouldn't be abusing their children with Santa Claus and all this shit. I'm not sure what's in the bots' brains, but they have no feelings and emotions. They're just mimicking words. They're saying, I love you, I care. And they're like literally enslaving their own children and shit. They have fucking venomous reptile fucking snakes. Fucking is a cute way to label what people inside of America are and shit. Now, I must admit, like, even though they were stalking me and following me outside of America, these fucking things identifying themselves as Israelis or just looking like fucking broccoli-headed crackers. Everyone else, the whole place there was a lot better. I didn't deal with that. So, other than there were people showing up there, it didn't seem like other places weren't quite as infested by Satan. Satan's a good scapegoat for all the people who are actually the pedophiles and terrorists, ain't it? It's like Jeffrey Epstein was a good scapegoat, yet 6,000 years ago they legalized child rape and sucking their dicks. And he wasn't even raping and selling males as his cult has done for 6,000 years over here at the hospital and shit. Fuck, dude. Here's to death. May death sweep the fucking planet and restore beauty to the universe. There you go. You gonna manipulate me? What you got? What do you guys got in store next? I'll come up with something good, right? Obviously. You guys been busy, like, recovering from your fucking hurricanes and your fucking fires and shit and wars? I hope so, because it seems to be 9/11 kept you guys busy and shit. Got you the fuck out of my face. Stop trying to act like you're gonna fucking kill me, and for your failure ass friends who killed themselves trying to kill me and shit. This is some fucked up shit I'm involved in on this planet here, but now that I know I'm involved in it, I'm getting involved in the game, and we'll see where we can go. Definitely very little hope, because trash is still alive to cause me problems, and I didn't ask for some slow resolution or some slow poisoning of the trash. I never once asked for these things. I'm all about getting problems out of the way as fast as possible to make a perfect fucking place to live. And now that I realize that my enemies use drugging, poisoning, pedophilia, and kidnapping to try to kill me and enslave me for decades, poisoning, drugging, pedophilia, and kidnapping are that's just human games compared to what I want to happen. Obviously, someone's in control of the weather, because that weather ain't real. That might be your people and your little alien race you worship trying to change things, because the game's got to last for 800,000 hours, because I think I probably paid a significant amount of money to come to this shitty Earth game. And there's probably some sort of agreement that as much as I paid, I can't bail out early and shit. Because it does seem like a pretty sophisticated game. It probably does involve a lot of time, a lot of drugs. Cryostasis chamber in order to be a living being in that Earth game. Fucking might assume that. Fucking best assumptions, right? But yeah, keep talking to me about addiction, you fucking kindergarten failing motherfuckers. It's funny to see your people die. I mean, this is what you get. You try to drug me, and your people are dying. Your people are dropping dead from drugs. But you tried to kill me with drugs when I was 8. And tried to enslave me with drugs. And then your epidemic of your people dying off came. Just like you tried to enslave me before 9/11. An epidemic of you and the other people trying to enslave me being obliterated in wars came. It was already going on, and I might assume that you fucked with me when I was 4 and you started fucking dying because of that as well. Because you did start drugging me at 8, so why else am I here if it's not to play games with Koopa? Because there's no one worth hanging out with. Koopa's raping their way into my life. They're little deformed mutant rat people with their low IQ. I wouldn't want to be around those people, but yet there they are. Even when say I don't ever want to be around them again, they're trying to rape me and trying to fucking touch me. It's them females that touch me. If there's anything you leave this video with, don't listen to people talk to you about addiction. These are gossip whores. These are homosexuals. They need to go to the gay bar and get fucked in their ass. They're just whining for attention. Addiction doesn't happen in real living beings. You know, sometimes taking my vascular dilators, and then after I take them, my veins shrink a little so the body responds. But if you're a living being, it doesn't really exist. It doesn't happen, like, other than few things like that. You don't get addicted. These are women. who have transitioned. They've taken they've tried to become bodybuilders or something at one point. I mean, pay no attention to men who act this way, and pay no attention to the other people at all if they're going to act like fucking estrogen makes people act. Because I get the idea the reason why the game sent me a bunch of people who can only cook and clean and have nothing else to offer the world is because they were supposed to be cooking and cleaning while I went off and ran the fucking world. So, and even when I'm going off later in life to run the world, they're sending me them with money, which would be to help me run the fucking world. So, I've taken these drugs. I understand where they go, and they are definitely drugs. Stronger drugs than marijuana, for sure, and alcohol. And so, if you weren't targeting me, which obviously I am at the center of these people's thoughts 24/7, apparently, as if they don't exist, they're watching me outside the window. Must suck to be a non-existent piece of trash who's injecting your non-existent family with poisons and destroying your non-existent family's economy and shit like that, you terrorists. It's gonna suck a lot more when hell comes, when real hell, not this homosexual American version of hell. Where, you know, you're like, ooh, big boy fucked me in the ass. Ooh, I like that pain. No, that's you guys' version of hell. Something you guys, I don't think you guys can imagine what hell's going to be like. Fucking, and it's going to come to earth. I mean, look at COVID. Look at Russia. Like, technically being blown the fuck up by some third worlders in Russia is probably pretty hellish, right? Getting kidnapped by Hamas is probably pretty hellish. But I mean, to Americans, raping little children, mutilating children, drugging children is beauty. So we have to figure out how to counteract their version of beauty. Beating, abusing, and drugging children, mentally fucking destroying them, feeding children amphetamines. We have to figure out how to combat that beauty with something that will show them that hell actually can exist. And I'm all for the fire thing. Like, classical hell is the best hell. You know, people having their limbs ripped off over and over. How does that happen? Well, we super glue them back on. 2 hours later, once the nerves started trying to reattach, pow. Or 2 days later, you know, like, I've got this fucking plan out and shit. Fucking, I noticed, like, after playing around with it in 2020 and then keeping up, like, there's only going to be one thing that works: keeping them busy. So it has to be like a 24/7 thing. We can't just burn down LA. LA has to remain on fire for all of eternity in order to prevent them from being who they are. They haven't given up. It's been 40 years. You know what it's like to have some human species fucking try to kill you for 40 years? And is it like mentally retarded gerbils or something? How do you not? You got billions and you can't figure out how to do it. Just mentally incompetent. Non-existent. Not even incompetent. Mental retards could figure that shit out if there's 2 billion of them. Just, I think something's designing them to not have the brains of an existent being. Shit, because why would you even keep it up after so long? Why would you keep it up after 2020? Like, you know how many months it took after they come to me saying I'm behind 2020 that they were cutting my brake lines? They were stalking me every fucking day after that. I was living in my vehicle traveling across the fucking planet. And there was fucking some weird ass alien looking fuckers surrounding me in cars every time I woke the fuck up and shit. I never even seen some alien looking motherfuckers like that before and shit. But yeah. So I'm addicted. I gotta be honest with you, I'm addicted to fucking extermination of this fucking planet. Because I don't see the disease ending. Even though I've been to other nations, definitely the West is involved. USA and Israel is definitely just nothing but terrorist devils. Fucking, and with them, the world isn't a place worth existing in, being in, because they're just, the people here are trash. All of them are trash. Fucking, we let them prove that. We let you guys prove that in 2020. I don't even think I was fully in control there, because the answers came that I didn't know or expect. Like, I thought humans would do something of value, like hunt down Fauci and everyone who looked like him for doing the things they do, and then you don't. So, and then you prove you're working with them, but then it's like that just backs up the fact that you've been working with them the whole time, trying to drug me and kill me since I was like 8. Which, like, all the memories I'm forced to remember are of multiple races working together to try to drug and kill me since I was 8. So, including these Christ insane pieces of shit, little lying scumbags from the fucking Egyptian fucking delusion fucking temples. They're from pieces of shit broccoli head motherfuckers trying to enslave me. Apparently, somehow they knew I was God before I did, because they were trying to kill and enslave me since I was born. And they're fucking non-existent bots. It's weird. Weird how that happens, how I don't get. Maybe it's because the drugs they were feeding me. Yeah, right. They don't even have the mental capacity to know those things. Some of the ones I know can't even spell the word PC. You know, they can't spell the word and or the. There's no way they had a meeting or something on this shit. That's their only, that could possibly be their only existence, because their heads are so empty and full of nothing and trash and garbage. And their answer when I asked them about that, you know, like, why are you so stupid and useless and never done anything and never going to do anything, and yet you think you have a right to speak and a right to try to kill God? They all resort to violence. It's like, yeah, you don't have an answer to that, do you? And shit, but and it's dumb you would resort to violence, because the last time you resorted to violence, you injected yourself with poisons that caused you to have several heart attacks, didn't you? You tried to do it to me, and then you found yourself doing it to yourself instead. That's fucked up, dude. Literally, this is how this happens. They're like, yeah, we're gonna kill you. And I'm like, and after they do it like 10 fucking 100 times, I'm like, can we like do this back to them? And just keep them busy, you know, like have them just sit around injecting themselves with poisons instead of me. Something to keep them busy so they don't do it to me, you know, lock them up in their houses or something so they can't do it to me. And then they do it to themselves, and I'm like, oh fuck, we can do that? It's like, oh shit. And then they're like, you're God. Yeah, I'm gonna kill you. It's like, you've been trying for like 40 years. And you're a failure every time. You know, if you're 40 years old and you're a failure at something you've been doing for 40 years, pop your fucking skull off. You're not going to go anywhere. Fucking get that shotgun ready. Load it up with some fucking slugger. Some fucking nice splitter shells or something. Fucking explosive shells. Make sure explosive shells should work. guarantee. You're a human. You could probably load it with a fucking Nerf dart and die from it. Fucking God. The story will be like, oh, it hit that 1 weak point in his fucking corona and they died from it. Fucking scumbag trash. Fucking. Alright, trash. Yep. Well, you guys shouldn't be making these stupid AI videos and putting them in my feed. You guys should be out there and fucking licking the ashes off the streets of LA. That way LA fucking can have cars, have Lamborghinis drive down like the streets again, right? What are you guys going to do about all this ashes? I suggest everyone band together and go lick all the ashes up off the streets. And then go over to Russia, and maybe if you're a female, I know you guys are Americans and you're not used to this, but don't have the males do it because Putin will kill you. But if you go over there, if you have your females go over there and lick his nutsack, you might be able to convince him before he gets through Europe and to America to stop fucking protecting the world from you. Fuck. Oh shit. Well, I think we're gonna have to be playing out most of this shit because, like, I've been forced to live through this, so I know, like, what I've been knowing the whole time I'm here, and I'm gonna assume it looks pretty escalation, don't it? Like, we have one place having 100, 200 earthquakes an hour, and on the exact opposite side of the globe, we got Greece having 200 earthquakes a day, and then they're evacuating their people. Where are they going to evacuate them to? I was just told we can create earthquakes wherever, and the faults are a lie, which I was assuming. I was like, that's weird. It's a fake world. Faults don't mean anything, do they? Because they were talking to me about when I was trying to control blizzards and shit like that back in 2020 when that blizzard was sweeping the entire fucking USA. Never seen before blizzard that I called off after I was talking about it. Fucking yeah, they were trying to explain to me all the weather and the mountains and the air, and I'm like, but this world's fake. What does that mean? And now all of a sudden earthquakes can appear everywhere, as if I didn't already know that. It's just a little delusion and lie. Well, I'm addicted to my vape pen, bro. Oh, but they be sending me ads about that. I'm addicted to the vape pen. I might be stupid, but I'm not addicted. Okay, so you guys got any better poisons? You guys got any cyanide? You guys got some bottles of cyanide? I'll give you my address. You guys can already find it. It's not like I hide, right? I literally showed the maps where you humans wrote on the map where you're going to ambush me. So, I mean, you guys know where I live because you fucking set the ambush up 2 fucking houses down from where I live where you tried to kill me last. So you can just mail the fucking bottles of cyanide over here and you can, for once, not fuck with my mail and allow me to get the product, and I'll drink it on camera or take the pills, whichever form you got. Inhalants probably work best, although I hear it still takes 20 minutes for the shit that works, so it really doesn't fucking matter. I don't like inhaling shit fucking anyways, fucking. But yeah, set it up like this will be what, like the 100th time you've tried to kill me, fucking. I'll be sitting here hoping. I'll pray. Here, let's say a prayer. Dear 26 gods of the world, Cthulhu, Satan, Beelzebub, and Amon. Amen, Ra. Amen, Ra. And Zeus and Thor and Loki and the name we cannot say because we're too illiterate to pronounce it, Yahweh. Fucking all others, Einstein, Carl Sagan, Jeffrey Epstein, Rothschild, King Rothschild, Lord Rothschild. His name is Lord Rothschild, isn't he? Lord Rothschild. And dear, please go back in time 4 years and kill me and get it right. In your name we pray. Amon Ra. Amon Ra. Dude, pyramid ass shit. Fucking. See, even using their little magic shit, I'm not dying while fucking using their magical hand symbols and shit. It's weird ass shit. Fucking. Fuck, you guys are assholes. But you know what? Assholes like getting fucked, don't they? Isn't that what we've learned so far on Earth? Is fucking assholes is fun. Assholes like getting fucked too. They think it's fun. So yeah, I shouldn't take it so seriously. It was fun before I took it seriously. I only took it seriously because I want to be around someone I like for once instead of a bunch of pieces of shit forced into my life who I don't like and have no business being around. And what aren't they like? Except for one of the two things I would want, or completely missing anything that a relationship would be about if I were the same species as them and we were trying to have a family or something. Fucking all beautiful thanks to the inbred, deformed rat people from North Africa and Egypt. And apparently they got a bunch of minions working with them and shit called every religion on the fucking planet. And probably some other bots. Apparently they have some, they've tried to create a new species. Mentally retarded as fuck, incapable as fuck, gonna die as fuck. But I think they took it's highly possible they took a monkey and like did science work on it and did like make it hairless and walk on two legs. And it's like, I think the secret to how we created humans is in the computer system that stores us all on it and stores the image of our pixels on it. And I get the idea that the computer system generated you to think that you're going to invent something of value. Who's going to fucking combat this place? Because you didn't write those books. You're too stupid and lazy to write a book or have thoughts. And this is obviously to your guys as God's chosen master pedophiles. Like, I'm trying to figure out what's going on, and I'm kind of assuming, like, if I can't alter it and they're calling me God, that reason would be because we're stuck in a virtual world. And that would mean that it's just like Joey. Like, everyone watching should have figured that out. Why did I get $250,000 and Joey died? Months before Joey died. Because it was set up that way. And their people are being set up. There's two. They have no thoughts. They can't see what's happening to them. Like, maybe some of them have, because there's been less bans on my account since that day I said if I'm God, everyone's gonna fucking kill them. And then Hamas started kidnapping them. It's kind of hard. I'm like 1,000 miles away from Hamas, and I don't use telephones or talk to people on the internet. So it's not like I sent someone a private message at the Hamas capital, and they're like, oh, it's Sean. Fuck, we gotta do everything he says. Same with those losers who talking to me about the 2020 stuff and shit. It's like, oh, it's Sean, we gotta do what he says, even though we just tried to kill him and shit. Like, shouldn't the thoughts running through their head be like, we're supposed to be killing him, why are we killing ourselves now? What's up with that? He's the one who taught us to kill ourselves instead of killing him, so if we're supposed to kill him, why are we doing that? Man, I'm telling you, bro, these fuckers have no thoughts. And if you don't believe me, I guarantee you, they're about to start talking about some giant bunny walking around the planet. You watch and wait and see. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Sean, it's fucking Bigfoot and UFOs. Yeah, right. And some people believe in that. No, I'm telling you, everyone's going to start talking about giant bunnies walking around the earth here. Give it about 10 days, 20 days, and it's going to start appearing. It must be psychic or something, huh? It's going to happen. That's not what living beings talk about. That's some bottomated programming happening there. I think it's the same thing that causes these other things to happen. I'm making assumptions here because I'm inside the system right now, and I'm not reading the fucking printout on the code myself, but the idea that that's the same mechanism that's making these other things happen is the same mechanism that makes people talk about giant invisible bunnies and flying fat people and flying invisible glowing in the dark reindeer for most of the year. Most of the year they talk about that stuff. And apparently the rest is dedicated to like trying to find God and kill him. But I don't even think they have, clearly invisible flying deer believers wouldn't have the mental capacity to organize to kill God the way they do. There must be something else like leading them, right? Why did they fail kindergarten if they're so fucking hyper foresight intellectual? They could foresee they were going to fail kindergarten and foresee which questions they're going to miss and correct that, right? Anyways, here's another thing I think I'm addicted to, right? I'm getting back on that. Like, I hopped off the water wagon and now I'm back on the drink here. So that's my gang sign. And I did find out that you guys have stolen every hand sign in the world, and I don't want to do a single one of them with your damn Abrahamic Middle Eastern African cult Bible delusion bullshit. And I'm going to stick with my gang sign, which just happens to be the only answer to these African fucking Bible cults and shit. This disease walking around the earth spreading it. Except for don't actually fuck them, because that's what they want. Because no one's going to touch them once we take their money and positions of power from them. You're just going to look at them and vomit. As you should. Except for some vomit people themselves are obsessed with money and prestige and will suck a dog's dick to get some dollars. Probably related to them anyways, right? But yeah, DNA is a code, and if you're infected with trash DNA, trash comes out of the cortex, out of the corona. The corona interprets trash and tells the muscles and nerves and stuff to move in a trashy way and stuff. So you guys who aren't part of this shit, hope you're having fun. Wasn't that fun watching LA burn? I don't think that's me. They said way too many things trying to blame me, and they've never came out on TV and talked about me. They only try to convince me I'm God when no one's around. So if they're I've been telling you guys this for a few years. Once they come out on TV and they start talking about me, do not trust me anymore. Let alone them. Once they come out and start doing that, that probably means they feel fucking safe to use me as a fucking puppet and scapegoat to fuck everyone else over. So I've been telling you that since 2020. Once they finally do start trying to blame me for shit, don't trust a word I say ever again, because that means they're probably going to start rolling out the blackmail on me. And everyone has some blackmail that can be brought out on them. So I don't think I'm immune to that, and I'm trying to test how exactly it is. I'm invincible to it right now. I've been pretty invincible most of my life. If I'm God, actually, I'll be invincible always. But, it's my planet, actually, so everything is mine. And I've been terrorized by my own planet. So, whatever I do won't be enough to fucking repay it. So, but I'm worried about storyline, and we have 340,000 hours left in the storyline, so there's gonna be ways to fucking drag it out, because I am not able to kill myself. So, what we learned today, hopefully nothing. If you're intelligent, if you haven't watched my old videos, if you're intelligent, you watch my videos and I'm just fucking a crackhead, right? I'm a crack American. Like, that's the best you can come away with if you haven't watched me for years and seen what happens. That means you can fucking think for yourself. That's good. That's a positive thing. But if you see me for a while and what I do, then, especially 2020 and before shit changed, fucking, I don't know what to do. I'm trying to do everything I can. I'm trying to destroy the entire fucking planet and get this shit over with, and that's not happening. So, unless that's what's happening to the weather, is it's finally fucking starting and shit. Fucking, I don't know. I can't. I've been trying to avoid these people for the most I could, probably my whole fucking life. They started drugging me with amphetamines when I was 8. I ran away when I was like 14. Because it's like, not even because of drugging, but because there's such terrorism and abuse and enslavement and shit. Like, and that stuff, like, no matter how fast I fucking ran, it seems to be there's a look-alike of those people repeating the same fucking patterns in my life. So I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Like, fucking, I'm trying to kill myself. I'm literally telling you that. That's all I know is the only way out of here, and it's not working for me. So, fuck everybody. This trash is the human race, these American scums, every fucking walk of life, every color and creed on this fucking trash American soil. It's almost like they're just devil bots here to fucking destroy God. I often wonder sometimes if USA isn't the only bot nation, like the rest of the world is real people and USA is just a robot area like Westworld. Like, that's odd they call it Westworld, because I did go to another place and the people there weren't as extreme trash, and the majority, 3 out of the 4 people causing problems, definitely. I mean, we literally had Israeli Defense Force show up at one hostel I was staying at. No fucking reason for that. And that hostel robbed me and caused some problems and shit. And the person who worked there looked like a halfling of IDF shit. And then other times, another white cracker fucking from Israel fucking was crying about shit. There he is, just an ungrateful little bitch in a nation he didn't need to be in and shit, crying about fucking what the natives were doing that I was participating in and shit, enjoying themselves and living life. Fucking, I don't know what to do. I ran away to a different nation, and that didn't change things. They still follow me, so there's nothing to fucking do as far as I can tell. That's why I'm sitting around trying to summon the weather to fucking kill these fucking people off and shit these days. That's why I summoned the 20. That's why I asked for 2020 shit to happen. Fucking, because I didn't know what the fuck to do, and I was like, well, this is useless. If I can't do this, then we've lost. Like, and magically shit like that happened. Fucking, so I don't know. I guess wait around, hide under some rocks and shit. Maybe we can get the fucking world to destroy themselves in nuclear annihilation and hope that their people are gone after that. That's all. That's like the most positive outcome I can think. What do the humans that do jack shit during 2020? They helped them and shit. They didn't stop them. We don't have any allies. The humans aren't living beings' allies. Fucking anyone who's not one of them can fucking see that from 2020. Anyone who's not on their side can see you don't have any fucking allies. Your family, your parents, your children. I don't have children to tell you for sure, but I can tell you I knew who would be the people, because they were already spending their whole lives fucking putting complete strangers, crackheads, discussing crackheads they would find on the street in front of me, while claiming they love me and they're this and that and shit to me. You should have known. If you're not one of them, you knew who in 2020 would fucking be the problem. And so think about that. And that's the portion of people who are the disease that has infected and is leading this planet to its final demise. And if we don't do anything, we'll get lucky, the planet will get lucky, and they'll drop nuclear missiles on each other, and like 10 crackheads will remain. And the crackheads will just repopulate, and 6,000 years later, they'll do it all again and shit. Fucking. So, I don't know what to tell you. I'm trying to hurry this shit up. Get the fuck rid of this place completely so nothing else here remains. Fucking, I don't see the other option. Everyone was involved in it in 2020. Those people go or I go. And those are the terrorist sons of bitches who've been trying to kill me. I want to see all their fucking bloodlines fucking exterminated who've been involved in this killing, trying to kill me since my birth. Fucking. And, that's a lot of people. I imagine that took 10,000. Directly, that took like. I interacted with like 150 people on the last attempt of my life, from crackheads to the government, and all involved and trying to network a way to kill me. Like from busting my head open to taking me to an isolated prison of my own, fucking, and making sure I get seen by a nurse who is a fake nurse. So just in case they could actually bust God's head open, that God bleeds to death and they don't fucking heal it. And so that's 100. It's like what, 30 to 150 people on the outside, and those people are all being supported by hundreds and thousands to make this entire system work. Provide them with food, gasoline, transportation, bedding, etc., etc., etc. And this is just one time. And you know, like, not a single one of those retards know how to use a computer, so they aren't the ones who wrote on the computer that they're going to do that before they did it. Like I showed you guys a month before it happened, and then it fucking happened and shit. And I said, this is where they're fucking saying they're going to do this, and then that's what happens. Fucking, it's a hell of a lot of people. It's like the whole fucking city's been involved in shit before. I know my own family is involved in it. Like, they start with the pedophile shit, and then they do the drugging with amphetamines, which is trying to kill someone's heart. They're not drugging children because children need. Because methamphetamines act different for different children, and Ritalin, Adderall is different than methamphetamines. Oh no, people who drug children know what they're doing. They're not trying to improve your thought process. They didn't need to do that with me and shit. They're trying to kill people's heart. They know amphetamines, long-term amphetamine use will destroy your cardiovascular system. They network together to do that when I was a kid. So they've been doing a lot of shit since that. Like, I mean, and recently they wrote it on the fucking map, as I showed you, that they were going to ambush me, and that ended up them trying to kill me, along with the government working with them to try to make sure I don't get medical care, which thankfully I might be God, and I can bleed out my fucking head, and my brain will heal on its own, unlike a fucking human and shit, and it won't cause any problems, except for maybe that's where the stroke thing came from. But obviously, how many of those have I had, if I've actually had one? And I don't know if that's true, but they send me videos talking to me about what goes on in my life, you know, and they like guiding me through interactions with clones I summon and shit, and talking to me like, hey, you need to talk to this person. You asked for them to come into your life, but the video's totally for other people, supposedly, but it's like exactly guiding me through it. So I can assume the reason why they sent me fucking shit on that is that. But as you can see, I'm not affected by a stroke, and I don't think that's my first one. If I've had one, had a lot of shit happen. Like, I mean, these people are military people who have enslaved the entire planet. I'm sure the poisons I've caught, the powders I've caught them putting in my champagne and shit were expert fucking deadly chemicals and shit. So fucking not dying from it, but they are dying. That's a positive thing. There are people die when they fuck with me. Um, Unfortunately, like, I have to be turned to this person who understands that, and they're trying to use their propaganda, their Jesus propaganda, to make me a vagina who doesn't see that that way. Apparently, they're worried I'm going to start saying it's time for their extermination, and since I'm God, when I speak the words, it creates humans who do it. And pretty sure that's what's happening at this point, because they've been dying a while. And I first started noticing that when I was like, you know what, this fucker's gonna have to die because he won't stop punching me. Like, what do you do when someone doesn't stop punching you? And then he kills himself, and it's like, but once COVID hit, I figured that out. Shit, I was like, because that wasn't the last time. That wasn't the last time things like that happened. Like, the next time that happened, I was like, oh, what really happened there? Like, like the next time that happened, I was like, it's definitely real close to me. And then someone close to me was like, someone trying to get in my life was like, that wasn't because of you. And I'm like, well, they did it, and I said I thought they should do that, and then they did it. So I can't help but notice this is now at least the second time I've seen this and shit. These things are just going slow though. Right now we got a lot of terrorists, and I'm also hoping that these people in USA don't just die off and they get to repay the world of everything they've stolen. The trash in America who's been involved in trying to kill me. Not just me, but they are the entire world. They've been leeching off the entire world with their fancy fucking overprivileged lifestyles, their gluttonous fucking habits, and their racism towards Asians and shit like that, trying to drain Asia of its economy. Anyone who's not them. And there's a lot of people who are part of USA at this point. Fucking, maybe they're playing that out further, where those people are going to have to go repay their debt in gulags in China or something. I don't know the full fucking story here and why it's going so slow, but I do know there's a lot of human trash who's not humans, and they're lying about it. And there's that trash above them who the humans are constantly protecting, which makes all of them fucking guilty of murder, rape, torture, and terrorism. It takes a hell of a lot of these people to try to drug me. And I'd personally rather see them swiftly exterminated. But I think we should hand most of them up. To be fair, they should be over there fucking working to repay China and everyone else they've been robbing. Because I don't want China to hate me and shit, If like it comes out I really am God, like this trash owes these other people a lot. Fucking, and it's gonna do no good to fucking for anything to happen. Like, I'm not gonna feel good about anything. The least we can do is fucking restore fucking grievances with other people who care about their future and their existence. You have children and shit like that. Fucking definitely a lot of people here need to be shipped the fuck off to China and put in slave labor camps to start repaying them, simply for the fact because they've been trying to kill me. That's what I want their payment to be, is to do that. Fucking, so yeah, hopefully we get there. I mean, if we just have to destroy the entire planet, are we actually going to be able to do that? Like, I mean, it's pretty promising, right? Like, since the humans tried to kill me last summer, this planet's been fucking getting trashed and shit. Like, I mean, right outside my house, it was fucking torching the fucking soil. And, like, we don't have weather like that out here. It doesn't kill the vegetation, but that's exactly what I asked for, and it happened. So, along with, I said there's going to be 9 hurricanes, and there was. And there's generally only 7. So, and other shit. Fucking, hopefully we got some here. We got a lot.